Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. Tonight we are going for another lager. I know, we're getting a fair few of these now because there's some decent ones and not so decent ones, but we're on the quest to find the good ones. And the one we're going for tonight is this one from Pistonheads. It is the Kustom Lager, and Kustom Lager weighs in at 4.6%, and of course it's brewed by Brutal Brewing. And what more can I tell you? Not an awful lot. It does say though it is custom brewed with a double clutch of Munich malt and Pilsen malt injected with Spalter Select, Magnum and Perla hops. So there we are. We've got the typical Pistonhead skull logo on the can. It looks good. Is it as good as the amber? Is it better than the t'other one that I had last night, the flat tyre? Let's find out, shall we? Let's crack her open and see what we get. So we're gonna pour, and the pour is pale. There we are. So it's pale, it's clear as a bell. There is some carbonation going on, and we've got about a finger and a half of relatively tight white head. That's your lager in a glass. It looks pretty good, you know, it's crystal clear, straw coloured, typical of the style. To a whiff. Now, of all the lagers I've drunk over the years that were pretty poor, this is closest to those kind of aromas, those classic, I think Foster's and Stella and Kronenberg, those kind of aromas. This is closest so far, which it may or may not work for me. Anyway, like I say, the head, as you can see, is dissipating really quickly. We've got what, about a third of what we had to start with. Let's have a taste. Cheers. I am pleased to say it tastes nothing like the aforementioned Foster's, Stella and Kronenberg. It's nicer. The malts are playing wonderful music at the minute. They are dominant. They are very rich and full flavoured. They're not sort of weak and feeble like most lagers that you can get in supermarkets. The hops are there. There's an almost element of spice to them. Not in a big way, but really subtle. And they're allowing the malts to do their thing really, really well. The body is light to medium. The finish is sweet. Yeah, not too bad. Out of the three so far, this is the closest to what I remember lager tasting like as well. But it's better than the old terrible stuff that used to get down the old, the Moon and Sixpence in Dartford for £1 a pint. That's where I used to start Friday night. And head down to the Bull and Vic, maybe up to the Malt Shovel, and all those places. And I drank so much lager there, it was unreal. Oh, anyway, not half bad. Not bad at all. Yeah. So, what do I like about it? Well, I like that it's got full flavoured malts. You've got the hops that allow the malt to do their thing. They're present, but they don't make themselves kind of the rude boy at the party and just scream and shout. It's well balanced, it's smooth, it's crisp, it's clean, it's everything you expect of a lager. It's just a little bit better than most. There we are. So, Pistonhead Kustom Lager. Would I go and buy you? Yes. Would I rush out and buy you? If I saw your brethren, the full amber on the shelf, I would say no. If I didn't, I would be more inclined to rush and get this one or the flat tyre. I prefer the full amber and the flat tyre to this one, because they've got a little bit more about them. They've got a little bit of tropical, they've got something really punchy, whereas this is just a classic lager kind of flavour. So I'm going to give Pistonhead Kustom Lager 3.5 out of 5 on the Untapped score sheet, because it's too close to what I remember. It's not got everything about the other two in the range that make them excellent. This is more traditional. And if you like that, that's absolutely fantastic. It's just not my particular cup of tea. So yeah, so 3.5 I think is a good fair score for the old Pistonhead Kustom Lager. So on that note, which order would I run them in favour? So I would start absolutely, like I say, with the full amber. Then I'm going to go with the flat tyre, and then this one. Yeah, they're all good, but just some are better than the others. So if you like this video, if you like beer, there's a big thumbs up button down there. Give it a smash. If you don't like it, hit the other one. You know, I won't be offended. If you want to make some comments about the beer in question, if you've tried it, let me know what you think. That'd be great as well. And there's a subscription and a bell button down there as well, if you want to get notified about all goodies that I stick up on the old YouTube. So yeah, before I waffle too much, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. This has been The Beer. I've been Nick, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.